Hi, I'm John from Rill, and this is an introductory video to getting started as a Rill developer. For the very first step, I'm going to show you some of the documentation. Installation itself is really easy. The command is front and center here on our homepage. For additional details, especially for Windows users, you can click on the Install Options link, which takes you straight into the docs. If you're on Windows, you'll need to install and use the Windows Subsystem for Linux, or WSL. Those instructions are here lower down the page. The concept section on the left is a good read start to finish on the Rill architecture. I'd say the most important concept is the metrics view. This is the heart of Rill's metrics first philosophy. Most fundamentally, a metrics view has a model with measures and dimensions. Rill is 100% BI as code, and the full logical model is shown here. We have the source models, which for instance might contain the cloud storage buckets that have the raw data. You might have on top of that derived SQL models. On top of the data sits the metrics view that we just looked at, and then we have the code that defines the end user views of that data, so explorers and canvas dashboards. All of this code needs to run somewhere, and the guides on the left hand side are hands-on guides for how Rill works. When you're starting from scratch, you can use the source to publish dashboard guide. That's going to take you through installing Rill Developer locally all the way through to Rill Cloud publication. In fact, that whole process can be done in just 60 seconds, and it's a cool video to watch if you'd like the super fast explanation of how Rill works. If you're collaborating on an existing project, use the Clone an Existing Project guide. That's going to walk you through how to clone an existing project repository so you can make changes to something that has already been published. And if you want, you can still experiment with a small separate test project. Rill lets you install as many local projects as you like, so the first few steps of the source to publish dashboard guide will show you how that works. And if you're not already there, be sure to check out our Rill Developer playlist on YouTube. We show every part of this process, share some tips along the way, including some variations like using secure credentials to access your data.